Good morning. Would like to welcome everyone this morning to, first of all, the Eastmark Community Facilities District Number 1 Board meeting. I'd like to call that to order. First item on the agenda is items from citizens present. Do we have any requests to speak? Ms. Mickelson?
No requests.
Thank you. Second item is approval of meetings of minutes previous. That doesn't make sense. Approval of minutes of previous meeting as written. I have a motion from Councilmember Glover, second Councilmember Luna. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I guess I should say board member. Reflect that, not council member, but board member. Item number 3 is conduct a public hearing considering the following feasibility report. We have a public hearing and consider a feasibility report relative to the proposed project to be financed by the issuance of special assessment revenue bonds of the Eastmark Community Facilities District Number 1, Assessment District Number 2.
Good morning,
Mr. Michael, go ahead.
Board members. My name is Michael Kennington. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the city and the Treasurer for the Community Facilities District. Today we have resolutions for the consideration of the board that deal with the public infrastructure improvements, and they're separated really into 2 different categories. The first category dealing with infrastructure improvements for the Special Assessment District itself, and the second category is really infrastructure that benefits the overall Community Facilities District. If the board decides to approve the resolutions today, the board would authorize the formation of the Special Assessment District. They would also authorize the acquisition and financing of the public infrastructure improvements through a Special Assessment Revenue Bond. We'll be coming back to the board for the authorization of the issuance of that Special Revenue Bond in the summer after the projects have been completed. For the second piece, if the board approves the resolutions, they would authorize the acquisition and financing of the infrastructure related to the Community Facilities District in general, and authorize the issuance of the general obligation bonds today. So that's kind of the summary in a nutshell.
Clear as mud. All righty. Thank you. Any questions? Thank you, Councilor. Thank you, Board Member Richens. All righty. We'll declare the public hearing open. Are there any questions to speak from the public?
No requests, Mayor.
Any more questions and comments from the board? Then I have to use the pen because I don't have a gavel. And Debbie told me one thing I learned in 6 years, if you close the public hearing, did you not tell me this? You have to strike the gavel.
No, it didn't say you had to, Mayor.
Oh, God.
It said that's historical.
One time I asked you to back me up. One time.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you. Okay, we'll declare the public hearing closed. Next item is to take action on the following resolution, which is approving the feasibility report relating to the acquisition and financing of certain improvements within the Eastmark Community Facilities District Number 1, declaring its intention to acquire certain public infrastructure improvements described in the feasibility report, forming a Special Assessment District Number 2, determining that special assessment revenue bonds will be issued to finance the costs and expenses thereof, and declaring the improvements to be of more than a local or ordinary public benefit, and that the cost of said improvements will be assessed upon Assessment District Number 2, and ordering the public infrastructure projects to be acquired and performed within the Eastmark Community Facilities District Number 1 within the city of Mesa, Arizona. Okay? That was a mouthful.
I move approval.
We have a motion to approve. Councilmember Kavanaugh, second Board Member Kavanaugh, second Board Member Summers. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I guess before we go on, we have to remind people that these are a community facilities district is set up at the request of the developer.
That's right.
This is not something the city initiates. This is something that the developer comes to us. They have to do it in conjunction with the city, and by definition, generally the city council serves as the board of the district because it is set up under state law and under the purview of the city and organization, but it is not really our action that we initiated.
That's right.
Okay, the next item is conduct a public hearing and consider the following feasibility report, which is the issuance of general obligation bonds of the Eastmark Community Facilities District Number 1. This covers the second part that you talked about. We declare the public hearing open. Are there any questions to speak from the...
No request, Mayor.
Any requests for questions or comments from the board? There being none, declare the public hearing closed. We have the following resolutions, items 6A and 6B. The first one is to approve the feasibility report relating to the acquisition for all the above mentioned things. If you want more details, you can read it in the agenda. I'm not going to read it again. And item 6B, authorizing the issuance of its general obligation bonds series 2014 and approving all the form and execution and all those things that are listed in item 6B. We'll take items 6A and 6B as a single item. I'm sorry, what? Would you like me to try and do the voice of him? Oh, okay. We have a motion from Board Member Glover, a second from Board Member Luna. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Any further business? We have a motion to adjourn from Board Member Luna, a second from Vice Chair Finter. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries and the board meeting is adjourned. We'd now like to call to order the council, the study session for the City Council of Mesa